Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be discussing some more Zara fragrances. I noticed in my previous videos that the Zara fragrances were really a lot more popular than the other videos I released. So let's just do another one. They have so many, so why not? Let's get right into it, and I'm gonna start talking about Go Fruity. You may already have heard that this could be a dupe for Burberry Her, and I have to say that rumor is true. It is really a very good dupe for Burberry Her. It smells pretty much identical, and it lasts a really long time. I don't know how long Burberry Her lasts because I don't own it. I have never worn it on skin, but this one actually has pretty decent lasting power, especially because it's from Zara. Not that they all, people think that Zara fragrances, they never last or they don't perform, and that's not true at all because some of them really do last. And this is one of them. I think it has really decent performance and longevity. So as the name suggests, this smells very fruity. It is very strawberry, candy-like almost. Let me just check the notes. Okay, I'm not finding the notes on Fragrantica, but it doesn't really matter because I have the notes from Burberry Her here with me, and it smells pretty much identical, so I'm guessing the notes are the same. So strawberry, raspberry, blackberry, cherry, blackcurrant, mandarin, and lemon are the fruits that are in here. And then they are supported with some violet, musk, jasmine, and a little bit of woody notes and patchouli. I don't really get patchouli in this one, so maybe that's just Burberry Her, or maybe they just added a little bit, because I do find that scents that have patchouli, they tend to last a bit longer. And because this one is pretty powerful, it might have some patchouli that I'm just not picking up with my nose, but that might be the case. So very fruity indeed, like Burberry Her is. Personally, this is not, if you don't know what Burberry Her smells like, and you're thinking of blind buying this, just know that it is very youthful. In my honest opinion, I think Burberry Her is also very youthful. It smells nice, definitely. I don't think it's a bad scent, but for me, I don't know if I'm gonna keep this because I'm in my 30s. Not that you can't wear this when you're in your 30s, don't come at me in the comments, but I just prefer a bit more of a sophisticated fragrance, and this is cute. It's very playful, it's fun, it's a fun fragrance, it's something like, it's an easy reach, especially in spring and summer. You can just smell like a fruit cocktail. So it's cute. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna keep it, but if you like Burberry Her, this is an excellent alternative. And I only paid for this 90 ml bottle. Oh, it's an eau de toilette. But for this 90 ml bottle, I only paid 7 euros, which is about $8 US. So I cannot complain. And also, I'm a little surprised that it's an eau de toilette because it really performs like an eau de parfum. Really good quality for the money that you're paying. So if you want a Burberry Her backup or just a dupe, basically, then this is perfect. All right, next up is one of their newer releases. Is that a word? Newer? One of their most recent releases, and it is Bluebird Orchid. This is from a line of orchid fragrances. They had 4. They had Bluebird. They have, I have another one, which is called Evening Maiden Orchid. Then they have one with vanilla and one that's more fruity. What was it called? I will put it up on the screen or in the description below. So there were 4 and I only have 2. Okay, so I just looked it up, and the other 2 are called Vanilla Violet Orchid and Pansy Orchid. Let me just talk about these 2 real quick. So the Vanilla Violet Orchid, to me personally, was a little bit boring. The only thing that I picked up was a bit of a synthetic, cheap vanilla, not a pleasant vanilla at all in my experience. Really basic and super boring, in my opinion, just not worth it. And then the other one was Pansy Orchid, which was cute. It was more of a fruity, playful fragrance. Just, you know, it was okay for me. It wasn't worth actually getting. But the other two I did get, and they are definitely worth it to me because this is Bluebird Orchid. Did I already show you that one? This is, I'm only picking up two things. White floral. I'm not sure which flower it is that I'm picking up, but to me it smells like a tuberose. But I'm not perfect at distinguishing exactly what flower it is, but I think it might be tuberose, but not a bubblegummy tuberose, just like a super, just, oh, very nice. But you know, I love my florals, so if it has tuberose, I'm gonna love it. And this one is a bit like Gucci Bloom, like that white floral. But a big difference is that this is also very, and I hope I'm pronouncing this right, aldehydic. Is that how you say it? It smells like white flowers and laundry detergent, in my opinion. That those aldehydes, I think, guys, I'm sorry if I'm butchering the word aldehydes. I don't know how else to pronounce it, but those are very, very prominent in this perfume, which gives it somewhat of a, it's very, it smells very synthetic, but to me in a good way. I sprayed this, I did 2 sprays in my bedroom last night, and my room smelled like I had just changed all the sheets, and I was wearing PJs that just came out of the dryer. So it's, to me, it's super nice. But you have to like white flowers. If you're not into florals, you gravitate more towards gourmands, then maybe this is not your thing. However, if you do like florals, and especially white florals, like me, I think you would really, really like this one. But those aldehydes just give it something different. That's why it's something that I don't even have in my collection yet. I can't really compare it to anything because of those aldehydes. I do think they're very, very prominent in this perfume. I'm just gonna... Yeah, I like it. I also pick up a little bit of citrus, maybe, but I'm not sure about that. It's kind of like a laundry detergent or fabric softener, white floral with a touch of lemon, something like that. Really nice. Performance is fine. And also, I think you could use this to layer with other fragrances, and they might become a bit stronger because of the aldehydes. I don't know if that's exactly how it works, but I'm gonna try doing that. I'm gonna try layering this one with some other white floral perfumes that I have and see what happens. What do you think? So that is Bluebird Orchid. Next up from that same line is Evening Maiden Orchid. Okay, so I was at Zara's and I was sniffing these, and I took this one and I smelt it and I was like, whoa, I love it. This is a really, really nice perfume. Like, wow, Zara, what have you done? This is so nice. But I also instantly thought, I know this fragrance, okay? And I couldn't pinpoint which fragrance it was. I just couldn't. And I sprayed it on my wrist, walked around the city, sniffed it, and I was like, what is this? I know that I know this fragrance, and I couldn't tell which one it was. And then I checked on Fragrantica, and it became instantly clear that this is a dupe for YSL's Libre. Not the Intense, not the Le Parfum, just the OG and maybe even the Eau de Toilette. So I really, really like this one, but it makes sense because I have Libre, and Libre is in my top 3 for life next to Mon Guerlain and Good Girl, which I already discussed in one of my previous videos. But yeah, makes sense that I love this one. However, I own Libre, so I'm not sure if I actually need this one in my collection. So I might be decluttering just because I own the OG. Doesn't really make sense to keep this one as well. Now the notes on Fragrantica, they say that this is more tropical. I do not agree with that at all. Tropical, fruity, floral, fresh, sweet, citrus, powdery. No, I'm not getting those notes. Like, yeah, I'm getting the floral, the powdery I do get, but tropical, fruity, like, no. I don't know why they're saying that. I don't know, guys. All I'm smelling is lavender and maybe some orange blossom. Those could be the citruses. And some powdery notes, yeah, but I don't know. It just smells like Libre to me. So if you like Libre, I do recommend this one as maybe a backup or just a cheaper, like just a dupe for Libre. If you don't want to spend the bucks or you don't have the budget or whatever, or you want something to bring with you in your car so you don't always have to use your expensive Libre, this is really nice. Does not perform as well as the OG, I have to say, but it's fine. I mean, I paid 13 euros for this. They were originally priced at 20 euros and they were on sale. So I got it for 13 euros, which is about 15 US dollars. It might be a little bit more expensive in the States because Zara is European and I live in Europe. But yeah, it is 100 ml and it's eau de parfum. So yeah. This is nice. I really, really like it. Definitely recommend Evening Maiden Orchid. Okay, next is unfortunately one that kind of disappointed me, and it is Wonder Rose Sublime. So it's a flanker of their original Wonder Rose. I had the original. I was really, really bored with it. I just, it did not impress me whatsoever. It smelled super basic, so I got rid of it. And now I got this flanker because it was on sale, to be honest. And I have to say, this is extremely boring as well. I'm sorry. I don't want to be bashing Zara fragrances. You know how much I love some of the Zara fragrances that, like, there are really, really good ones. But sometimes, they're a little bit disappointing, and this to me is one of them. It just straight up smells like deodorant and nothing else. Just a cheap deodorant. Yeah. Yeah, it just smells like a girl's locker room. I want to say in the gym, but not really, because then you have some sweat and all that. So it just smells like deodorant. I don't have any other explanation. Just basic deodorant. Just regular old $3 or €3 deodorant spray. Nothing more. So it's fine. It doesn't smell bad. It is wearable, but only if you're like, I just want to smell, fresh and clean. But I'm not looking to get compliments or I'm not looking to impress anybody with my fragrance, then it is fine. So I'm going to declutter it just because I only want to have perfumes in my collection that I really love, that I'm obsessed with almost. And this is just not one of them. But again, smells fine, but it's, yeah. But other than that, just to me, not worth it. It's a meh. It's like a 5.5 out of 10. Wouldn't really recommend it. Speaking of Wonder Rose flankers, I got another one, which was also on sale, and this is Wonder Rose Obsession. Okay, as disappointed as I am with this one, that's how pleasantly surprised I am with this one, because to me, it has Delina vibes, but better, because Delina, the OG, I've always found that it had something really nice. So I was like, the first time I smelled it, I was like, yeah, I get it. I do get the hype. There's something super nice about it, but it also has something that I find really cloying, really heavy, just too much over the top. That's just my personal experience. I know everybody raves about it and loves it, but to me, it's just like, ooh, there's something that I can't really process with Delina. And that is not in here. This just has the nice fruity, like lychee, rose, but like that Delina has, but without the cloying ingredients. Let me just check the notes real quick. Okay, so I'm checking the notes and I'm comparing the two. And I think this one does not have rhubarb. You know, I don't like eating rhubarb. I don't know what it smells like in perfumes, but it really would make sense that that would be the thing that I dislike in Delina. This one does not have that. So this one also has the lychee, the rose, it has some vanilla, some vetiver, some tuberose, and Delina has that rhubarb, nutmeg, incense. I think those are the things that make it to, you know, something, I don't really like those notes. It has some cedar as well. And I sometimes when I have fragrances that combine rose with woody notes, it just doesn't really work for me. And because Wonder Rose Obsession does not have those heavy notes, it just has that pleasant, fruity, rose, flowery scent. I actually prefer this one way more. So I'm definitely keeping this one. I'm super impressed. I do think the performance is fine, really. For these Zara fragrances, remember in one of my previous videos where I talked about the Zara fragrances categories? You know, this is category 1. I will link my video up below, but this category of fragrances tend to not really last, but I don't know what they did, but Go Fruity as well and this one have very decent performance. They're fine. I'm not saying they're beast mode, but they're fine. They're super cheap, and you know, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all. However, I will still overspray this because I do want to really drowse myself in this perfume. But yeah, highly recommend it. Is it a one-on-one exact dupe of Delina? No, but it is close enough to be called a dupe if you just take into consideration that this is like Delina's younger sister and she's just more easygoing, more it's like an intro Delina, you know. It's like I want to do Delina, but I'm not sure about it yet, so just give this one a try and see how you feel, and then maybe you can step up to the actual Delina. But yeah, for me this one's so much better, and that was Wonder Rose Obsession. Okay, so another rose-centered fragrance from Zara is Hipster Oud. So here I am again with my Zara fragrances categories, but as this is category 1, I will link that video up below as well if you want to watch that. But this I call category, let's say number 2, because these are one of these chapter fragrances. And Zara releases chapter lines. They all come in bottles like this, and the performance is like a lot better than the original Zara fragrances. And they are very often as dupes as well. So this one was actually re-released because they released it last year, and I missed it unfortunately because I was just getting into fragrances and they were already sold out when I discovered it. So I was a little bummed by that, but now I have it. I saw they re-released it, so I immediately purchased it, and now I'm so happy that I have it. Okay, so this has notes of rose, amber, blackcurrant, saffron, musk. Well, I will put it up on the screen. You can see for yourself. To me, personally, I would only wear this in the fall and maybe winter time. I don't really think it is spring and summer suitable, let's say, because it is a little bit more heavy. It's probably because of that, that oud. It's not super oud heavy though. It's fine because too much oud, for me, is really a turn off. Oh, Zita! Okay, so my cat just jumped up on the table and she threw my glass of water all over the table. So that's why I'm having this interruption. But so I was saying, too much oud for me, definite turn off. It's just not my vibe. It's not my thing. It's too heavy. It's too manly for me personally. This one, I get why it's in the oud chapter, but it's not super oud heavy at all. Like, this is doable oud. It's like an intro oud. You know, I'm seeing on Fragrantica that people are comparing this to Byredo's Mojave Ghost. I'm sorry if I'm butchering these names, but I do not get that at all. I don't understand how anybody could link those two together. I just don't get it. But this is definitely a high quality fragrance. Definitely. I paid 23 euros, which is about 25 US dollars. Again, Zara in the United States or Canada will be a little bit more expensive because it's a European brand. But, you know, it's 90 ml and it's eau de parfum, and it really has, again, I know I'm repeating myself, but that's a good thing, right? It has really good longevity and projection. And I mean that amber and that pink pepper with the rose, it really gives it somewhat of a, it smells expensive. That's how I'm just gonna say it. It smells expensive. It smells like someone with class, you know. I really recommend this one. It's super nice. It is very affordable. Again, it's Zara, so you already know it's affordable, but the quality is really, I mean, Zara has impressed me once again. This is super nice. Don't think, oh, it's Zara, so it's not gonna last me a long time. Yeah, they are. Some of them, not all, but some of them. And this one, all of the chapter ones, they last a really long time. So highly recommended, Hipster Oud. Okay, so the last one I'm gonna talk about is actually a bit of a revisit for me because I already talked about, sorry, about this one in one of my previous videos, and it is Majestic Lilas. So Zara, I think about 2 months ago, they came out with this line of 8 fragrances, 4 floral ones for gourmands, and they were all in these cute 30 ml bottles, and they were all 10 euros. They've recently amped up their prices, so now it's like 13 euros per bottle, which is about 15 US dollars. And I tried all of them. I made a video about it. Feel free to check that one out. If you've seen that video, you know that Majestic Lilas was actually the one that impressed me the most. This is a super nice, fresh, soft green lilac scent. Oh, this is amazing. You know what? After I'm done recording this video, I'm going to order me some backup bottles because they smell so nice. You can spray this on yourself, obviously, but you can also use this around the house. I think if my house were to smell like this all the time, you know, it would just make me feel so cheerful, and it smells like spring. It smells clean, it smells elegant, it smells soft. I think there's a little bit of musk in here. It's a pretty simple scent, but in the way that less is more. It's not like a variety of a gazillion different notes trying to be something, you know, just trying so hard by putting all of these notes together. This one doesn't do that. It is just pretty simple, and it's super nice and inoffensive. Also, I don't think anybody's gonna be like, oof, like, I can't really deal with this one. Like, no, I can't imagine anybody being offended with this one. It's super soft and elegant, just fresh and clean. What I'm smelling, because I just looked up the notes and it only says it has lilac and sandalwood. To me, I'm also smelling some musks, maybe even some aquatic notes, like something watery, and maybe a little bit of like something green. It smells pretty green, but not super green. It's not like you just broke off the stem of a flower and sniffed it. It's not that green, but it has a little bit of a green note, which makes it extra fresh and clean smelling. So highly recommend this if you're into florals, of course, because, you know, not just florals. I don't think this is a heavy floral scent. I think this is like a clean girl aesthetic, you know? It smells soft, clean, airy, elegant, lightly floral. That's how I would describe this scent. And actually, if I had to compare it to something, it kind of smells like Nuxe or Nuxe. I don't know how to call it, but I will put it up on the screen. I actually own that one as well. Let me just go get it. Okay, it reminds me of this one. Not that they smell the same, but they have the same vibe going on, okay? But honestly, they're both nice, but this one is a lot better. Highly recommended. So that was Majestic Lilas. That is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to comment down below. I read all of your comments. I always reply to your comments. And if you have some tips or some ideas, just let me know. I'm not easily offended or anything. You can just let me know. And feel free to also subscribe to my channel and watch some of my other videos. And for now, thank you again. And I will see you with the next one. Bye.